Hello ladies and gentlemen, once again this is Jeremy Smith, Photog J the Great, coming with you this evening to take a look at the new Nikon wireless adapter for the D3200. You remember that we took a look at the 3200 a few weeks ago, and there's been lots and lots of questions about that. Thanks to everyone for subscribing to all my videos. I'm going to continue to put out even more reviews. I'm looking forward to the Canon T4i and also to the new Nikon lenses that have been announced as well. But I thought we'd do something, a little bit different. I say different, but just a little bit to kind of fill in. This is the packaging here for the wireless adapter that I have carefully opened, kind of sorta. Looks like it's going to be a very cool device. I had to borrow an Android tablet for this because right now there isn't any support for the iPhones or iPads yet. So apparently the update for those is coming out sometime in the fall. So not really sure when that'll be available. But today we're going to be taking a look at it on the Android OS. Okay, as you can see, this thing is extremely tiny. You can see just a penny there. So yeah, this thing is tiny. So tiny I had to break out the macro lens tonight. Has a little button and an indicator light on it. Before we go any further, I will say there's a couple things about the presence of this device that just bothers me. First of all, I really wish that Nikon had just built this thing into the camera. I mean, look at it. It's tiny. I mean, it could be like an ant condominium or something. I mean, it's tiny. There's no reason why they couldn't have just built this into the camera. So yeah, that's my main gripe. The other gripe is this does do BG and in wireless, so it's very fast. I have no idea why this one is like $70 and the Nikon D4 is like and the Nikon D4 wireless transmitter is like $800. I can't figure that out. There can't be that much hardware difference between the two. So anyways, moving right along, let's see what this can actually do. We're going to go ahead and plug it into the camera here. Wow, okay. Almost can't see the camera now. There we go. Alright, so it plugs in the little proprietary USB port right up there on the top there on the side of the D3200. Oh, other way. Okay, so it plugs in just like that. Of course, that kind of brings me down right to another downside. I can't help but wonder how long the little rubber door is going to last, because it does stay partially open because of the wireless adapter there. So anyways, that's something that's noteworthy. Okay, let's load up the software on the tablet and let's give this a go. Okay, so this is the main screen that you're greeted with as soon as you open the software. First option there says use the camera to take pictures. Then you have the take pictures remotely option. You can share your pictures, or if you already have pictures on your camera's memory card, you can just use this as a means to get them off and actually transfer them to your tablet. It is important to note that even when you use the first couple of options there, the camera actually still saves the data on the memory card as well. So even though it's transferring everything to the tablet, it's also still saving them to the card. So anyways, we're going to give the first one a go first here. This is the option where you actually use the camera to take photos as usual, and the camera just streams it over. You can also toggle back and forth between using the camera and using the tablet to take the photos just by, tapping up here at the top. As you can see, it's of course set to the camera right now. So if I take the camera and I take a photo with it. Oh yeah, I broke it there. Anyways, the camera is set to JPEG fine right now. So you can see that it transfers pretty quickly. And that's something I've been very happy with so far. It doesn't take a whole long time to transfer. After the camera transfers, down here in the bottom left hand side, you'll notice a little thumbnail there. You can tap on that, and it immediately brings up the photo that I unfortunately had to take of myself. So there you go. Using the camera in teen girl mode there. That is taking photos of myself, by the way. Okay, so that works out pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and switch this over to RAW now. So the JPEG fine files from this camera are about 14 megs. You saw that transferred pretty quickly. We're going to give RAW a go now. So a RAW file from this camera is about 30 megs or so. Okay, so we're going to try this yet again. We'll see how long it takes to transfer this time. Okay, so there we go. And there it goes. As soon as I take the photo, it starts the transfer process. Position there. So obviously it's taking a bit longer with the RAW file, but still pretty quick. And of course I'm going to go ahead and touch this thumbnail down here. And it does say NEF in the top left hand corner to let us know that this is a RAW file. We can zoom in. There's the D7000 that's shooting this video right now. So yeah, you can see it transfers pretty quickly. If we go back over here again to our shooting menu, let's see. Let's give taking photos using the tablet a go instead of taking photos with the camera. So we'll switch it over like that. I think. Oh, there we go. Okay. So as soon as I do that, it immediately activates the camera's live view mode. Camera disconnected. Okay, I must have bumped something. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Now I guess we know the truth. Nikon is testing the beta of the software on the Android OS, and they're saving the good release for us Apple users. No, just kidding. Anyways. No, actually, I just kept accidentally pressing the button with my left hand. Silly me. Okay, anyways, as you can see, it immediately activated the live view. And so we can actually see that there. Very, very simple interface, which I don't consider that to be a bad thing at all. It's kind of tiny, and I know you guys may have a hard time seeing it. So let me zoom in here a little bit. I want to show you guys something. Okay, notice down there that it says, 100% on the battery, so it shows how much battery life the camera has. It also shows me how many frames I have left on the card. Because remember, it's taking these photos and it is still saving them to the card and sending them to the tablet as well. And it tells me our camera settings as well. So right now it's like 1/200th of a second at f7.1. Anyways, but yeah, if I go ahead and touch this button right here, shutter button, it will focus and take the photo just like that. And just like in the other modes, it still shows the little thumbnail down there in the left hand corner. You can see that the downloading icons come up, so it's transferring the file that we just took. So very, very straightforward. I just started playing with this, so as I play with it more, I'm going to update this. And of course, whenever I get the iOS version of this app, I will load it on an iOS device, and we'll do the same thing again. The software is kind of basic. There doesn't seem to be any way to change like camera settings through the software. You still have to actually use the camera to do that. So it's still more of an auto type deal, but it's still kind of nifty. Now I do kind of see why the higher end camera software, like for the D4, I can see why the wireless model for it costs a bit more. Well, actually, I'm trying to justify it. No, I still can't see why that one's like $700 and this one's like 60. But yeah, on the higher end cameras like the D4, obviously you do have the ability to control more settings, whereas here you don't. It'd be nice if there were kind of an in-between option. And I still gotta say, I wish Nikon had just built this straight into the D3200 camera. But anyways, whatever. For $60, I don't think you can go wrong with it. And it seemed to work as advertised, and it's a lot faster than I thought it would be. Until next time, this is Jeremy Smith, Photog Jay the Great, signing off.